Hi there, my friends. Have you always wondered why some authors are more successful than others? And yet, when you watch the YouTube videos or read the articles or the blog posts or anything else, and you follow the instructions that those same authors give you, but you're not seeing the same success, then maybe you should stop doing what they tell you to do. And maybe you should start looking at what they actually do instead. Hi there. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lisa Oliver. I am a full-time self-published author, and if you want to know more about me, you can Google Lisa Oliver Author, or you could just look for me on Amazon. Today, I wanted to talk about there's been a rise lately in authors saying, across all multitude of platforms, saying about, that if you do this, and this, then you will see the same success. I do. And if you're fairly new to writing and maybe you're looking to make your first sale or whatever else, then maybe you're thinking to yourself, well, okay. And so you follow these rules, and there'll be something along the lines of writing consistently, knowing your audience, blah, blah, blah. And yet you think you've done all these things, but your sales dashboard is still showing that zero. Although sometimes I think it's even worse when it shows about like $1.50 or something, because if it does that, then you think, well, if you see a zero, you think, oh, maybe Amazon hasn't updated it yet. But if you see like $1.50, then you know that it has, but that's all you've made on that day. But no, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about looking at following what an author does, not what they say. And yes, I'm including me in this. Okay, I try and explain my process throughout. I have in a multitude of videos. But the thing is that what I say might not apply to your genre or anything else. One of the first things I said in my video on, what was it called? Oh, about starting your marketing when you start writing your book, which it's up there, isn't it? I will pop it up there. I don't know if it goes up there or there. I never know. But anyway, I'll pop it up there. You can watch it after you've watched this one. But I talked about joining communities, joining social media, going online, finding your people, finding your tribe, finding authors, finding readers, finding reader groups and things like that, and joining in and becoming part of the community in the genre that you write in as you're writing your book. It can be really helpful. It helps get your name out, even though you haven't got a book out yet. If you actually actively participate and you offer helpful advice and you're friendly and everything else, then that helps pave the way for when you're ready to put your own book out. And when I talk about participating, I don't mean harping on and on about the fact that you're writing a book. Nobody wants to hear about when you're writing a book, unless they're your readers waiting for your next book. But they do, you can be helpful and offer advice in other ways, because even if you can't offer a writer perspective, you can offer a reader one, because of course, you've been reading the genre that you're writing. So you can offer a perspective from that. And sometimes it's a simple matter of joining in on posts about who your favorite authors are, or what your favorite part of a book was, or what you don't like about a particular thing in your genre, or whatever. But you're becoming part of that community, and that is really important. Give me 2 ticks. I need a sip. And as much as I would love to tell you that this was a rum and coke, it's a Diet Pepsi, vanilla flavored, has to be vanilla. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, so you're becoming part of this community, and part of this community involves following your favorite authors, the successes in your genre that you hope to emulate one day. And this is where you can gain so much insider information, because you watch what they do. Watch the preparation that they do before a release. Any successful author will already have a system, and I will talk about that in a later video. But having a system is, you'll notice that they repeat it depending on how frequently they put a new book out. Like, say, for example, when I am marketing my books, I try to spend like 2 weeks before a book comes out marketing a pre-order. And then there's a release day splurge over every platform I can find when the book comes out. And then I spend about 2 weeks marketing that book after the book comes out, before I move on to the 2 weeks or before the next release comes out, because I do put my books out quite frequently. But other authors may not. Some authors have a lead time of 3 or 4 months. Some even go to a year. It really doesn't matter, and it is quite genre dependent. But the point I'm trying to make here is that you could spend a lot of time watching videos and reading articles like I've done in the past, about how you need to set this up and you need to do that and you need to be consistent and you need to do this, that, and the other. But very few authors actually share what they actually do themselves to promote their new releases. And this is where you need to look at these posts and the way these authors act on social media as a way to emulate them. Now, obviously, you're not going to copy them. You're not going to copy their graphics. You're not going to copy this, that, and the other. You're going to be doing things for yourself. But look for a system. Find an author that you really admire, that you enjoy their work and everything else. Then quite literally, not stalk. You don't want to stalk the person, but you want to stalk their profiles. Have a look and see what they do on that Twitter thing. Have a look what they do on Facebook. Have a look about what's in their blog. Have a look and see whether or not they've got a Patreon or a Ream. Have a look at what they do. Maybe they're on YouTube. But have a look at when they start talking about a new release, how they start talking about a release. How do they build up the anticipation that they have a new release coming? How do they do it? Do they have newsletters? If they do, sign up for them. I have newsletters come in my inbox every day from authors who are big in my genre. Like, I consider myself lower to mid-list in my genre, which is fine because, I do write a very specific type of story. I would need to expand what I wrote to move higher up. But I get newsletters from the big names in my genre, and I look at, I'm interested in what they've got to say, but I'm also looking at where they fit things in. How soon do they promote another book? How long do they keep promoting a book after it's been released? What other sorts of things do they do? Merch? Do they do short stories? What do they do to market their work and keep their readers invested and interested in what they're doing? How much of their own lives do they share? All these different components all go up, and you will start to see a puzzle slowly come together as a picture. Maybe put it on a large piece of thing, put your author's name in the middle, and then plot these different things out, and you will start to see a pattern. You will see their system. And then you look at how much of this you can implement for yourself. Now, like, things are different for me, for example, because in my marketing, because I put books out so regularly, I don't have a lot of the lead time where I could get, for example, get specialized art or things like that. Look, there are some authors, they're so organized, it's incredible. I am not one of those people. But like, say, for example, some authors have their audiobooks come out the same week as their new release. I am never that organized because it actually takes a long time to get a narrated book done. The narrators have actually got to go through your whole book, and it takes time. It's a timely process. But I don't do that because I write a book and put it out. That's it. So some of I have got audiobooks out, but my audiobooks always come out such a long time after my original release. But the popular authors in my genre are a lot more organized than that. They have their narrations obviously being done as fast as they're writing. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll ask them, but I am quite happy with my own system in that respect. But this is the sort of things you want to see. This is what you want to be doing. If you want to be successful, follow an author and look at what they do, not what they say. And because a lot of people who talk about, they do this, that, and the other, are they making their money from their books? Or are they making money from teaching you how to write yours? That's another thing to consider as well. I will quietly put my hand up here and say that in the years I've been on YouTube, so far I have not made a cent. And a couple of people have suggested to me maybe I should do a course or something like that. But that's not who I am, because I'm a fiction author and I like that. And I'd far rather spend a couple of hours on a Saturday afternoon and make a few videos and maybe try and help you, nudge you, hint you, guide you, whatever, into helping you with your business. Because, when it's all said and done, fiction writing is a business. And for me, it is my main business. If I ever got money from YouTube, even though I have been monetized 2 years, I've never seen a cent. If I ever got money from YouTube, I think I would quietly fall over laughing. And I also have started recently, I think I started back in November of last year, I started writing on Medium as another way to try and help authors. But I think my sum earnings I haven't made $100 on Medium since I started. I think I've not even made 50. So this is not a money-making thing for me. This is actually genuinely me saying, hey, look, I'm getting old. My brain is starting to fart out. There's some information in here that could be useful to you. And maybe I can help by sharing. But think about it. Next time you see these authors going on about, you should do this, and then you look at the things that they actually list. Is it a system? Is it a system that will work? Mine are. Or do you look at the author themselves and go and see what they do? I invite you to go and see what I do on social media, and you will see my plan. Just follow along in the last year. See the books I've put out, the way they're promoted, how they're promoted, how I use my private group, how I do this, that, and the other, what I do on my Patreon, all those sorts of things. That is all publicly available information. Go look, go see. Who knows? Maybe that'll help you. But that's my advice for you today, my friends. If you want to make it as a self-published author in whatever genre you like, look at what your favorite authors are doing, not what they're saying. And maybe you'll get some ideas for a marketing system of your own. But that's all I've got time for today, my friends. I've actually got to go and do some writing. So until next time, if you've got any questions at all, please plop them in the comments below. If this was helpful to you at all, please hit the like button, because apparently that's good for the YouTube algorithm. And possibly hit subscribe as well if you think that maybe you might like to listen to me talking to you about the various ways of writing and marketing your self-published fiction books. It'll be lovely to see you again. But in the meantime, I'm going to say thank you. I'm going to say, yes, thank you for being here today. Please keep writing. Hug the ones you love, my friends. And now I'm going to go and wrestle this end recording button and see if I can end this in a professional manner. Until next time, bye.